So guys, on this channel recently, we've been talking a lot about Dying Light 2. And most recently, a YouTuber that you're probably familiar with if you're involved in Dying Light 2, named Oni Zombies, released some new gameplay yesterday of Dying Light 2. And to be honest, it looked damn near perfect. While I don't believe the gravity values of the parkour were changed or anything, it just looked more fluid than it did in previous gameplay footage. Let me not say it was perfect, and it still is a little bit floaty, but the animations seem a lot more smooth and it seems to integrate itself a lot better into the game. I was really excited while I was watching the footage, and you can find it down in the description to see for yourself, but it looked like the jumps were faster. It looked like the vaulting and the climbing were all just a little bit sped up. I don't know the reason for this, but since this is the most recent gameplay, I'm going to assume this is what we're going to work with for the final release. With all that being said though, a bigger problem became very apparent. And I mean, it's truly worrying. The combat seems to be incredibly disconnected. And the reason I'm saying this now is because the most recent gameplay we saw from Oni Zombies has multiple occasions where it does not look like the melee combat is there. I know everyone's going to be commenting, oh, you haven't played the game, you don't know how it feels yet. Yeah, that's completely true. I have not played the game. However, I do know even when watching Dying Light 1, the combat looked good and it felt damn good too. Let me show you guys a couple examples. Here we see two swings on the zombie on the ground. Just seems very unreactive, really bland. The swings don't really seem on your screen like they're even hitting the zombie. Look at this clip here as Aiden swings. It almost completely misses the zombie. Doesn't look like it's connecting at all, but still hits. This is how most zombie games operate, but not Dying Light 1. It just now looks as if the swing animation and the zombie reaction animation are just completely different instead of seamlessly integrated. We saw this in previous gameplay, and now we're seeing it again in the most recent gameplay. I was very surprised to see the combat so visually downgraded from the first game. I mean, the first game literally got it completely right in every way. When you swung a baseball bat or a pipe at someone, you could feel it hitting their jaw and just connecting through the swing. Honestly, that's why Dying Light is like no other zombie game. That melee combat was peak, but the footage I just showed you genuinely has me worried if it's going to feel weird. Maybe it's just certain weapons. Even the ragdolling of the zombies, like I mentioned, also feels kind of off. Doesn't feel like they're fully responding and reacting to the amount of force and damage you put into it. Like I said in 2 videos ago, these were the only 2 worries. It looks like the parkour is getting there. It looks like it's actually, pretty decent now. But is the combat arguably more important? It's definitely close to the parkour. Also, over the last 2 videos, there's been a lot of comments and concerns about the game that I kind of want to respond to, so you guys have a little bit of an opinion in the videos too. So Revenant said, when are we going to talk about the health bars in Dying Light 2? Literally not a problem. The health bars have already been confirmed that they can be disabled in settings, so no need to worry about health bars. That can be removed easily. Shulk said you can change low gravity parkour in settings. Now that would be dope to be able to have a setting to switch between, the old parkour and the faster parkour, but I doubt it because that would change the gameplay significantly. But if anyone knows if this is true, let me know. Aiden is apparently an athlete, so higher jumps would explain stuff. I've heard people talk about Aiden being a superhuman and stuff, and that's kind of like their explanation for him being able to do this crazy stuff. At the end of the day, it's a video game, so it doesn't really matter. Hellcat said this parkour will ruin the night gameplay completely. The chases wouldn't feel the same in the first game, which sucks because it was really good in case of night mode. A lot of people in the comments have been discussing this. People are saying that because of the slower and floatier parkour, the chases at night won't be to the same caliber that they were in the first game. It doesn't really feel like you're truly full sending it because when you're jumping, you're just kind of floating there. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to affect the game really. It is something to look out for, but in this gameplay with Oni Zombies, I thought it looked pretty fine and it was still scary and tense. So I think it's going to be okay. A2 said, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks the combat is too connected. It always seems like when you try to do a move, you teleport to the move. Yeah, that's kind of what we talked about. I wouldn't say anything's wrong with the animations. I'd just say the connection between the animations is off. I don't know how hard this is to fix or even change, but it is really worrying that the combat might not feel good. But like I've said in the last 2 videos, we're just gonna have to see. Guys, I want to know what you think of the combat in Dying Light 2. Do you think it's responsive? Do you think it's fine? Or do you really think it's a downgrade from the first game like I do? This will be my last Dying Light 2 video until the game truly comes out or something else major happens I want to talk about. But if you guys have watched all my videos, I do appreciate it. We've been gaining a ton of subscribers recently, so I appreciate everybody joining the hype train and giving me your support. As always, guys, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. As always, I'm Treyllo. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.